His story is a disturbing truth. Let's welcome Doug.
I want to cry, to scream, but I don't dare to. My parents told me, if you cry, we'll hit you harder. I chamo. I shove the pain and hurt deep inside. I am not allowed to have feelings. To survive, I swallow them whole. I'm a small child, and this is my introduction to discipline, Korean style. My childhood was punctuated by whippings and spankings. Inside of me, there's a small boy, eyes downcast, yelled at, hot tears running down my cheeks, my kumdaengi, my bare bottom, on fire and in pain. I plead for understanding, but I'm told, don't talk back. Only submission earns relief. At Alcoholics Anonymous meetings, you say, hi, my name is Doug, I'm an alcoholic. Well, hi, my name is Doug, I'm an angry Korean man. I never hit my children the way I had been, but I demanded the same blind obedience my father did. My love was conditional and earned only by their obedience. I speak only a little Hangulma, Korean language, but I am 100% fluent in Korean discipline. I mastered this form of one-way authoritarian parenting, and I never questioned what was literally beat into me until one day, I'm parking the car and rolling the window up. My 4-year-old daughter screams from the back. Her head is caught in the window. She's okay, but I'm angry, very angry, because I told her, don't stick your head out the window, and she disobeyed. Unable to control myself, I scold her long and hard. She begins to cry. A terrified look fills her eyes. I know that look. It's the same look I gave my father time and time again to no avail. Her fear pierces my heart. The cycle was complete. I had become another angry Korean father. Now wait a minute. I love my daughter, so how could I treat her the same way that I had been treated when I know the damage it caused me? I ask myself this time and time again when I see the damage we angry Korean fathers cause. Why are so many of us incapable of controlling our anger? One disturbing truth is that Hangulma, Korean language, institutionalizes hierarchy and inequity. To survive Korean discipline, you chamo, you internalize toxic levels of anger that ultimately, inevitably gets dumped on those who are unable to defend themselves. So I look for a better way. I take parenting classes, attend lectures, read books about raising healthy, happy children. I begin to see the disconnect between best practices and the way I was raised. With the help of my wise wife, I begin to become a better father. When tempers get high and emotions are running high, I say, time out. Daddy needs a time out. We take a break and come back when things cool down. I make a conscious effort to parent intentionally, not by reflex. My objective changes from raising obedient children who will act without question forever to nurturing soon-to-be adults with good judgment, high self-esteem, who can speak truth to power. But 10 years later, I get another wake-up call. Although I'm becoming a better father, my precious wife is still the target of unwarranted verbal outbursts. I'm never physically violent, but I'm still an angry Korean husband. She finally hits breaking point and says, get help or we're through. Thank goodness my church was offering a 9-month course in DBT, dialectical behavioral therapy. DBT is a combination of mindfulness, reframing situations, and self-care. DBT enabled me to de-escalate and diffuse my anger reflex. At the tender age of 50, I became in touch with my feelings. DBT unclogged 5 decades of emotional constipation. I began to enjoy loving relationships with my babies, and my precious wife is still with me. Like alcoholism, controlling my anger is an ongoing struggle. Anger that's part of being Korean. A dark tradition hardwired to our language and culture. a terrible gift that keeps on giving. I'm still trying to stop the cycle. I'm trying to be a husband and a father whose love is unconditional. I'm trying to be a grateful and forgiving son who understands I have tools that my father didn't. I am an old man with grown children. They no longer need my approval. I pray to be worthy of their love. My name is Doug Kim. I am an angry Korean man